What we're going to do first is I'm actually going to give you an example of some bunker shots, okay?
Okay.
Ask any questions at any point. All right? I'm just going to put a couple down, and then we're going to do our first drill for the day. So introduction to bunkers is going to be simply this. I want you to listen to the shot, okay? Listen. What do you hear?
It's a punch.
A punch? That's a good description. What's another word?
Hitting the sand, right?
Hitting the sand. Ah. So now I want you to watch something. Don't watch the ball per se. I want you to look up in this area. Watch the sand. Where does it land?
On the green.
On the green, yeah. So the number one thing I'm going to start you all with as an introduction to bunker shots is you are just going to line up, okay? And we're going to keep the smooth area because that's the next drill. But you're all going to line up here in this rough area. And I want you just to open the face a little. See that? This is pointing at the target. I want you to open it. Open your stance a little. I want you to hit down. See how the sand went up and out? That's it. I'm not going to tell you any other technique as a starter other than that. I want you to get comfortable splashing sand out of the bunker. Everyone come on over. See where I'm hitting down. Good. So besides that drill that I teach people, the sand has to come out of the bunker. You got to hit the sand first. This is how we do that. Okay. Your first goal of the day, we're not going to hit a ball again for the next 5-10 minutes because we're going to be splashing sand. We're just going to be splashing it at the right time. Okay? The right time is this line. Your goal is going to be this. So look, what can we learn from that divot? I entered in there. I exited there. I swept the line when I wanted to. So now, at first, you had problems following through. When do I put my weight forward and so forth? You can test all of that out by just walking down the line and trying to do it, just like this. So look, here's a problem. Here's where my weight goes forward too much. See that? Here's where I might toss the club with my arm too soon and hit too much sand. Okay? Or what if your stance is wrong? Right? You want the line in the middle of your feet. Here's the next step. So after you do that for 5 minutes, all of you, I'm going to draw one big line. You each are going to sweep it for like 5 minutes, just taking swings, trying to feel the club bounce off the sand, take it, throw it out, right? I'm then going to put a ball down, and you're going to try to sweep the line like this. What did I do? Ball went just in front of the line. Okay? So let me sweep a line for you.
You make it look so easy.
I know that's been said a lot, especially with any of the pros. I'm taking these steps with you right now to show you that it's easy. Because throwing the sand out, was that hard?
No.
It's really not. Now we're starting to fine tune a little bit and figure out how to be consistent. But throwing the sand out of the bunker, that's all I think about when I stand over a bunker shot. That's it. I know it seems easy, but that's because I'm thinking easy. Alright? So here's what I'm going to do.
Good.
You're going to be doing a lot of sweeping. But there's 3 of you, so that's why I'm spreading it out. Someone can go here on the end. Someone can go here in the middle, start here. Someone start there. Just sweep the line and keep backing up after every swing. I'm going to help each one of you individually make sure your setup's right and you can sweep the sand.
Like, straddling the line?
Straddling the line, yeah. Straddle the line, hit the line. Alright, here's how we're gonna conclude the lesson. We're gonna go back over here, I'm gonna give you 3 examples of shots, okay? Just so when you come down, get down the road, you're playing golf, you're like, well, Kevin didn't teach me this bunker shot. I just want to show you the setup. You're not going to try them all today. You're going to try them all in your own practice because there's so many different adjustments. But I think if I tell you what I'm doing, then you can at least understand what you should do and how you should set up. So you can go ahead and just stand over here. I'm going to show you the 3 different general types of bunker shots. There's many variations. Okay. You can actually, right up here. I want you to be close because I want you to see it. Good. Okay. Yeah, I want you to see it, right? So this is, we're going to go hard, medium, and I'll show you what this is in a second. You have to learn eventually down the road how to judge the lie in a bunker. So what do you think? There's 3 different lies here. This one's soft and fluffy and uphill. This one's still uphill, but it's like your normal bunker shot, right? That one's going to be firm and compact. Alright? So I'm here, I'm on the other foot. Kevin, how do I hit this? This is so weird. It's awkward. My stance is weird. What do I do? First of all, if it's fluffy, how do you figure that out? You're allowed to do this. You're not allowed to ever dig. You're not allowed to ground the club in a bunker, technically. I'm not worried if you're beginners. Do whatever you want to enjoy the game more in practice. But if you did play in a tournament one day, you're not allowed to ground the club until you're on the downswing when you're in the bunker. Okay? So moving from there, how do I gauge what the sand is? You're allowed to dig in with your feet, like this. I'm like, wow, there's kind of a lot of sand here. And that's all the analysis the pros do. They're not allowed to do this though and like dig all the way to the bottom and say, alright, there we go. No, you just kind of wiggle in. That's the first sensory they have to figure it out. Let their feet do the talking. Now I'm opening it up wide because, like I showed you earlier, we don't want to dig too much. Because look, if my club face is closed into this mount, look how I can dig. How am I supposed to swing through it? You have trouble swinging through it. You're doing fine. But how are you supposed to get through it if you go like this? No. But if I open it, I bring the bounce of the club in play. Bounce is this angle and how the club is made. Okay? I'm going to open this wide. Stance is wide. I'm going to swing hard. I took a lot of sand, didn't I? I swung hard. But I opened it so I could do all of that. Correct. Well, the sand actually launches. That's why I had you splash out of the sand first in the beginning of the lesson. The sand launches the ball. You never, with that shot, I didn't touch the ball, the sand did. That's why you don't hear it. It's crazy, but I could show you high-speed video too. And if you just type on YouTube, like high-speed video of a bunker shot, it's amazing because when it's coming out here, the sand is like flying around the ball and then the ball's just going. Yeah, alright, here's your standard bunker shot. I'm going to hit it the same way. But I don't have to open it like this, like I did there. I'm just going to open it a little bit, open my stance a little bit, and think of my standard splash. Okay? Last but not least. Believe me, you will have bunkers that are firm like this. Okay? Move this sand so you can see it. This is firm. So if I were stepping in this box, obviously I'm like, oh, I'm not digging at all. When it's raining, it happens. When you go play another course, this happens. If you opened up the face, it's going to kill you. The only reason because it's going to skid off of the firm surface of the sand and then actually hit the top part of the ball and it's going to go into the bank like you were doing. I don't want to do that. So what do I have to do? Here's what it sounds like when it skips and it's open. Went through really quick. I need to actually close it like I told you not to do originally. and I need to dig. So the sand splashes the furthest, and I actually grab some instead of skip on top of it. It's like skipping a rock.
So but that third time, this time,
Yeah.
are you hitting it with is the club actually hitting it, or is it still the sand that's carrying it?
Still the sand. I'll tell you the one time in a moment where you want to hit it first. But here, I want to try to enter right here with a closed club face so I can dig on purpose. Ready? A little far, but did you hear that? It's still sand, right? Now, the only time you want to ever hit the ball first out of a bunker is usually a fairway bunker shot. So let's say I need to hit this 100 yards. I can't splash sand hard enough to go 100 yards. That doesn't matter. But let's say you're in a fairway bunker and you got to hit the ball first. That's when you choke up and you'll just swing normally. You might put it back in your stance a little bit so you hit the ball first. Like I was trying to tell you to do, but you can't throw it away, right? But what? I'll try to hit a little chip shot here, just hitting the ball first. That was just less sand. But you see how I can swing little. Ideally, I want to click it. That's one of the hardest shots in golf. Click, you hit the ball first. It makes a clicking sound. The hardest shot in golf for almost any pro is like the 50-yard bunker shot, because they have to half swing, hit the ball first, and then the sand afterwards. Very complicated, even me just saying it, isn't it? So, soft and fluffy, open it up, splash a lot. The more compact it is, the more you want to dig. Any questions from me?
And this is something we should just practice on our own.
Yeah.
Make the line and
Make the line and then splash the sand out, which is the biggest, I think, for you. You have the power to do it every time. Yours is just, your weight has to be full. You just need to splash, take care. You just need to splash the sand out. Right? So watch me, I'll do a standard bunker shot again for you. Look up here though. Don't even look at me. Watch the sand go out, okay? Listen and watch the sand fly. I flew that sand far. Granted, I'm a little stronger, but you should still be able to get the sand out. Okay?
On the flat part, you said to do it more,
What do you mean?
like, so here and there, like this.
Yeah.
It's like way flat like that.
Yeah.
Turn it more.
Yep, this is the fluffy, this is right here. Turn it straight. You also have pointed right at the target further the shot. Right? Because here I don't want to dig here, I'm going to dig right into the bank. But just because I open the face doesn't mean I'm going that far right. I'm trying to swing a little to the left and have it go straight.
Yeah.
Well, the great
No, this is very
part is if
helpful.
you, like I told you,
Yeah.
I just set up the camera and I just filmed everything I said. So I can clip what I said and you can just memorize it and just watch it again. If maybe just watching it a second time is going to help you do that. So
if I have like the things that I should concentrate on first and foremost is like not
for you it's this. For you it's weight forward. When I teach short game, I teach hands forward, weight forward, and that would have helped you a lot if you work on your short game.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you. Yep.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.